So a very good morning to all of you. And first time we are meeting in EG actually. Actually, I was participated in many other events earlier, one or two events, with as a, other heads and even with ICT. On behalf of ICT, I attended some programs. The first they started the first this kind of Qatar professional development program. I was a part of that as a part of ICT. So this is the first time we are getting a chance to meet together, and I know few of you, like one or two. Than that, even Tanushree ma'am I never met. Even Damkumar sir is new in our group here. Even Priyanka ma'am recently joined. So this is really a good
Hello,
opportunity
sir.
for
This
us
is
to,
Priyanka.
yeah, ma'am. So this is really a wonderful opportunity for us to meet and to interact. And we are actually working for the benefit of our students to score better, to make them comfortable to learn. And as part of that, we are trying to do our best, and many of us are already successful in that. So the others, even me also would like to hear from many of the seniors like Cesar and Sina ma'am, that the strategies, what they are applying in the classrooms, and how we are dealing with the students and how you are dealing with the students. So it's a kind of, it's not a completely a session with I am only speaking. It's all like I'm just trying to share my ideas or what I'm doing now. And if any of you have any kind of suggestions and or in between also we can interfere, but it's okay. So we need that open kind of sharing and all. So here, okay, then Birla, they both joined together. Okay. So first, I'm introducing myself. I'm Sham Krishna. That's last 9 years I'm working here in Shani Indian School. I joined me and Sridham sir almost in 2012. So from that, I could see a lot of changes in my class, and every time we are, making something new and getting some new idea every year to implement and to help the children to learn better. So as long as in these many years, I just developed some of the basic things for them to improve or learn better. So I would like to share those things first. So after that, we will go with a complete section with an interactions. So each one of us can talk. So by the time, whenever you are feeling to share something, you can unmute and talk. So for that, till that, for a comfortable way to handle the sessions, so everyone can completely mute. If someone wants to speak, you can unmute and speak, no problem. So if somebody is already, in a position is talking something, you can even raise your hand and to interact with that. So that will be more comfortable to handle the sessions. So within 1 hour and 30 minutes, I hope we can. If it is required, we will go further with some more other sections if you have something more. And I feel like we can continue because now we have this kind of platforms to share the things. So anytime in future also we can meet, not even officially, unofficially also we can meet if some kind of near to the exam time or some kind of other. If anyone is really needed, we can easily share the ideas. We can easily share the things and materials. So that's what I feel will be more better. So now each one of you can introduce like any one of you, like Sina ma'am.
Good morning, all. Myself, Sina Ramchandran. I am from MES Indian School, handling engineering graphics, and I've been with MES for past 10 years. Okay, I'm from Kerala, graduate in electrical and electronics engineering. Thank you. Next, yes.
I will say.
Yeah, ma'am.
Good morning, dear teachers. I am Tanushree Sharma, and I am engineering graphics teacher in Ideal Indian School since last 6 years. And I have done engineering in electronics and communication, and I belong to UP, India. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I'll take up on. So good morning, teachers. Myself Ram Kumar. So as you all know, as we are all EG teachers, I'm also teaching EG at MES Indian School. So for some reason, I'm a new teacher here. It's hardly getting 1 year. So I joined last year in the month of April. So I hail from Kerala, from the district of Kollam, and I'm a postgraduate in mechanical engineering. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Sethu Raman and my wife here. Yeah, and we have been with Birla for the past 10 years. We both are from the state of Tamil Nadu, and it is very nice to meet you all.
Thank you, ma'am. You can unmute and.
Yeah, good morning all. This is Priyanka Sharma. I'm teaching EG at DPS and recently joined in the month of April. I'm teaching EG for the first time and I'm also new in Qatar. I'm from Madhya Pradesh and I've done civil engineering. So
Okay,
it's
wonderful.
this session is very helpful for me because I'm a fresher for teaching EG.
When we joined also it was same, ma'am. We were first 1 year completely, blank about what to do, especially the part of, practicals.
So
So
I constantly contact Indra ma'am and Seena ma'am for help, and they are really very, very supportive to me.
it was like that only, ma'am. We need someone's guidance, proper guidance is required. Even I was getting a guidance from earlier that Sir was there in MES, even in
Yeah.
IDL. So for the practical part and all, I never completely,
Yeah,
not
practical.
even
Yeah.
knew
Yeah.
about that kind of making things.
Usman sir and Fasal sir from Ideal, Usman sir from MES.
They helped me a lot in that time, the first year. I even went directly to the school and had some kind of 1 hour interaction with them, both of them. Like that, we learned. It's okay, man.
So the
You really
problem with
know.
me is DPS also a fresher in EG. So it has
No
introduced
problem.
EG for the first time in the school. So we all are freshers in DPS. So that's the thing.
Here among us, I think Sina ma'am is the one only fortunate to have a leader to guide her properly all
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Sure,
She knows.
Thankfully,
sure.
thankfully,
My
I
school, I am the
had a good
first one.
guidance.
Even Ram Kumar
Hi,
sir
Seena
also now at
ma'am.
least fortunate Sina ma'am was there. And he told
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine.
Definitely, I was lucky to have her in my school because
So it's really difficult when you join and nobody's there to do what to do or to know
Yeah,
something
sir,
about our
that's the thing.
subject. And this is totally different from a school scenario. It's completely
Yeah,
different. If
and
it's other subject,
see,
someone will
no,
be there.
so it is not much research subject. Now that's why we don't have many of the literature for this. So whatever is there, we have to experiment.
And the main problem, when you even search something in the internet, hardly you will get our textbook or one syllabus or some of
Yeah,
the very one or
yeah,
two question papers that too not in a proper order, not in a proper
yeah,
format, no
yeah.
answer
Nothing is
keys,
there. No,
no answer
yes.
keys.
Moreover, we
For
cannot
making
rely
question paper
the
also, Seena ma'am and Indra ma'am are helping me.
okay. Moreover, we cannot rely the reader also completely. Many things are wrong in that. That is the
So
Yeah,
many
major
mistakes.
issue.
sure. Yes,
They
definitely.
just published. After that, no revision at all.
Hmm.
Reprint,
Nothing.
reprint. That was the printing
School
also they
circle
stopped.
has mistakes. NCRT books has many mistakes.
Many.
It's not actually not the textbook for us. It's actually someone like made one time, that first time. After that, no one even looked into
No
that and
edition.
no change
Yeah.
at all. It's all
Yeah.
not even revised one time. And now that book also they stopped. The printing part they stopped. Now I
So
heard like
it's
from that publisher they are no printing from not
yeah.
printing.
It's
It's
a
only
completely. I mean,
available.
it's a completely neglected subject by CBSE.
Yes, really.
Very few schools, like in India, very few schools, I think around in Delhi or somewhere, that schools only we have AG. And
But
the problem with AG, they need a lab, they need an instructor, and the same instructor cannot teach a lot of other subjects. So for in the
yeah.
school, it's not a
And
profitable
students
business.
are very excited to take this subject as an elective because they think it is a scoring subject, so we should opt for it.
The advantage of EG, it's a kind
It is
of
a actually
subject.
scoring subject. That is why
Scoring subject,
students
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
where
right,
they can
suggest
Shashti.
it.
learn with some kind of peaceful mind and kind of enjoy kind of that feelings. In other subject, they are sitting and really struggling to
Yeah.
understand the basics and all that concepts.
But
Here
it's
we
happening. It's a happening subject. मतलब enjoyable to teach also
they're
and to
doing and
study
learning
also.
at the same time. It's not like
Yes,
we
yes.
are only lecturing on that. It's not that kind of that. And for me, I would like to share my experience. Actually, most of you are started AG from your engineering part of that study. But for me, it was from the class 8. I had an kind of school like technical school in Kerala. So from 8, 9, 10, 3 years in my high school time, I learned. So better than I think all of you. I can understand the level of the children, how they will feel and what they will feel in the age of 13, 14 years about learning EEG and how it was that time. So most of my ideas in my classes that I am applying, it's based on that level where I had an experience of that age, 13, 14, 15 years, that time 3 years, I learned EEG almost similar or even more than this because I'm not sure how many of you are having kind of that the EG books, not our textbook, because our textbook content they took from the other books like machine drawing, then the engineering drawings, the basic books are there. Okay, I completely don't with something the but that some kind of 17 that 1869 1959 those kind of 50 60 years old kind of that that what you can say the bibles those EG books. So our books are the same, like the big, that huge, just kind of junk books. From there, we have to learn in that age when I was in the school. So it was totally a different experience because teacher will come and deliver the content in front of the classroom, and the classroom will have 50 students in one batch. We have only two batches in each standard like that in school. Total 300 children in the school. So they will come and they will deliver for the class. So we'll have a 3 hours class and teacher will come and say the content in the board and it will be there, the drawing, because there is no other, that time, no screens, no other material. It was only the textbook. And the textbook also you need to dig or explore to get the things because it is a very huge, this 500, 700 pages that you not even one color image, no proper 3D. Okay, at least now our textbook for our students to understand there is at least some kind of 3D shapes, 3D images are there. That time there was not even proper 3D. It was completely, very small
And
letters
we
and
can
very
share the
small.
videos also, animations
Yeah,
also.
that kind of things was there in the class. So we were really struggled to understand and to get to know the further details. That from the front view, an overview you'll get, but to know about that inner parts and all those kind of machine drawings, it was really difficult in that time for me and my friends in the class to understand because teacher will come in the class and he will deliver everything in that board. A drawing will be there. If it is assembly, he will do some assembly and he will say about okay how to assemble what are the parts by verbally. So we have to really put all the efforts to understand and to make some kind of drawings and to learn further. It was a kind of tough time for that. Okay, when we were in the school. So the same way, if we also do in the class that kind of one approach to the students kind of teaching directly according to me most of the students really feel very difficult because it's not easy for the level of students in the age of 15 or 14. Our students are in 15 or 14 that time now, so it's not easy for them to easily grasp those kind of idea. And here mainly in Qatar, uh, the students even they don't know what is even a motor, electric motor, the principle properly. They are learning, they learned in class 7 8 9 10 and all the principles of how the motor works, but still physically they never seen a motor properly. In every villa there are motors near to the tank up in the on top for that pressure pump, but none of almost 99% of our students never seen such kind of any machines at all than a car. Even if you ask the children a car or a kind of the lifting kind of system jackie, they don't know even that. That's the real situation about our students living here. So to make them to explain some kind of talking about the machines and to make some idea in their mind, it is not that easy for us. That's the reality here. Even if you ask that class in the student how many of you have kind of seen some kind of machines in reality, but that is very less number, very very less number. If somebody is like with one or two in the class will be having kind of experience. So for those kids it's easy. When you say about a machine like a bearing, they can even understand. Okay, so that is the one major issue we are facing now here in Qatar. So to overcome that, okay, so the problem, even I was in India, even all kind of experience, at least some kind of basic experience are there because we were in the technical school. We saw so many machines. We were dealing with some kind of machines every day as a part of workshops and all. So even that time we were actually struggling or not that easy to get some kind of assembly disassembly parts and all. Even it was a part of that our normal workshops to do that kind of practical jobs. So that time also it's not that easy. We were sometimes missing some small minute details. Okay, so that minute details are important to score even 100 marks. So when you try to help the children to understand that level, to make some kind of proper experience, then they will learn better. Even they can avoid that small silly errors, especially the part of that going like keys, even some of that fillets outside, that shapes. So sometimes our children are completely forgetting to draw that. It's because they don't know what is that fillet or what's the purpose of that part. So in their mind that it's not there. There the end is like in a fillet. If there is a key, those kind of ideas they are not able to keep in their mind properly. So by naturally, with that kind of feelings, they will draw a straight line because for them it's there's a shape. So they need only to think about, okay, there's a shape to make. Okay, they will draw two lines. It's fine. They are forgetting about to draw a small curve over there in the corner. So that fillet or what's the purpose or what the shape of actual fillet. So those experience our children are, they are not in that state here. So we need to help them to learn. So what I'm doing in my class, and as far I know, like Sivaraman sir has some kind of machine parts kind of models are there with him. So at least for that children, they can see and they can touch and experience what is that shapes and all those kind of things. But according to me in my school and all, I don't have that kind of models to show them. And only the thing I'm using in my class, some physical things are I have some kind of bolt, okay, the normal bolt, nuts. When I'm brought from the shops from outside. Okay, so when I teach that threads or in a nut and bolt, I'm just showing them original the nut and bolt how it is, or that how the nut and bolt mechanism works and what is left hand right hand threads. So for that I'm using even one you can say that turnbuckle. That's the most complicated for our students. They will not even understand at all. If you whatever you say verbally, the best thing you buy a turnbuckle from outside the shop, it will be there. Not the same kind of one in our class in the diagram, but there is a proper turnbuckle you can buy. It's not even costly, around 10-15 real. You'll buy get a good turnbuckle. So buy a turnbuckle, then you give them to use and see that works, how it is left hand, right hand threads working in a turnbuckle, how the turnbuckle mechanism adjusts that, the gap. So those kind of things we have to give them a real on hand experience. Then definitely it is easy. You don't need to struggle to explain about left hand, right hand threads. You don't need to, spend a lot of time to explain why the turnbuckle has that midpoint is a void space. So sometimes in the class, if you're not, because earlier, initial stage, whenever we say all this in the class, when they draw, they will nicely section even in the mid part. Okay. And after that, if you ask why there is a section, they said, no, sir, there is nothing. So it is continuation. So nicely they are sectioning very neatly, proper drawing. But what's the use if you do the kind of that? So after then slowly only, I was actually struggling with that part in the initial stage to make them understand what is turnbuckle. Many of them, at least half of the children will make kind of miserable mistakes in that to do the sectioning time. Okay. So later what I did, I went and brought a turnbuckle from outside that machine shop, some kind of screw shops and all. They'll be like in Baroville it was there. So I went and brought that thing to the class. And after that, every year when I teach turnbuckle, I will give them first what is the turnbuckle. And they all will check and experience how the turnbuckle works, what the structure of the turnbuckle, what kind of machine it is. So later it is so smooth. There was no much error. Okay. They were doing properly the sections and all. So that's what I feel. We need to give them as much as, the kind of experience. But many things are not available like turnbuckle. I can even buy from outside, but I cannot buy a complete bearing or some kind of pulleys into my class here. So what I feel like from some last few years, I'm just doing CAD. Okay, I know a bit of CAD properly. That kind of making 3Ds or the 2D drawings as I was working in a company in electrical. It was an electrical design company. So that electrical structures we were designing and all those kind of diagrams. So because of that kind of experience, I could manage the CAD sessions a little more smoothly in my classes. So that helped the children to understand. Even my workload was even 1 by even 10. Not even I don't need to put 100% of my effort to make them understand. Just put 10% of that effort of lecturing. You will get the same experience in the class. Everyone will understand so fast with a small brief of explanation. It is enough for them to get all the ideas about the machine parts. Even that helped me to do in that class 11. When you are teaching the part of points and even come to that solid part, everything was based on that kind of experience. For the children, it's easy for them to understand the position of the solids. So those levels we can do much more better with that kind of software help. Only you need a laptop. Earlier I was even not even focusing on that kind of big screens. With a small laptop, with a small group of children, easily we can handle. Okay, even somebody is already facing some kind of, now I think every school we have the big screens and the LEDs and the projectors. So initial stage I was even using that kind of small screens like in my laptop only. So even that level also it's possible. Anytime you can share with them. So I'll share now. Okay, 1 minute. Amda ma'am join. Amda ma'am, good morning.
Sir, good morning, sir. How are you, sir?
We are fine, ma'am. We are all here. We are waiting for you around 2-3 minutes from the initial stage, then we continue.
Okay, sir. I am trying. I was trying to join some internet problem over here, so that's why I joined
It's
right
okay,
now.
ma'am. It's okay, fine. Okay, now I will share the screen of that. How many of you know that CAD software here? AutoCAD, not any other that our which one you are using? The other one I never used that properly. That software.
LabCAD we are using.
CollabCAD.
Even we did little in AutoCAD also. Last few years we were using AutoCAD.
Okay. So CAD, I feel like AutoCAD is the more better tool for them to learn because that's the one which we are using in outside even that most of the kind of industries. Amada ma'am, you can
Sir,
mute.
yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just muting you. Okay, from here. So that will be more beneficial for our children to get to know in future also when they are in the school, college, when they will go for some kind of those works in that outside companies. Because most of the companies are using AutoCAD and it's their own the other Autodesk products. So for them it will be more easy and convenient to learn further. So now I'm sharing that software. I hope you can see now. Is that visible now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So here you can see the model of that pulley. Okay, this is created based on our own that question dimensions. Okay, this was the cross section. Okay, based on that cross section, just created, and this not that complete output. This whole thing I used to do it in the class itself. Okay, the creation. Only I used to make only the basic this base shapes. I will be keep it ready for before the class. So once I start the class, from the class itself, I used to create. So it is not that hard to make the shape with a very simple one or two, tools we use directly. We will get this kind of shapes. And for doing this cross section, it is not that hard to do the cross section. It's like a kind of subtracting one object from another solid, and it's all that kind of simple tools. So easily you can generate. And the advantage of this software, you can even get the view from anywhere in any perspective we can take. Okay, whether it is from the left or right or any kind of, because in the textbook the limitation there will be only one view. The children or the students can see only one side or the one isometric kind of that left or right, not beyond that. So some of this without section with sections, those ideas also we have to give them properly. Then only they can understand properly that what is that shape after the section or the before the sections, because textbook most of the drawings are with sections are there. So it's easy to show the assembly and disassembly. If you want to show the disassembly, you can just click that object. You just move that object towards some kind of dimensions. If you give, it's easy for you to assemble it again back. So this way we can easily do the work. See. So it's easy for us to describe about each and every small element of the even that that key way, because most of the children doesn't know when they draw the side view they are always missing this one, that slots and all. So those kind of issues will not be there if you can show them properly all those kind of features in a 3D with all that basic complete perspectives of the same kind in the textbook. And most of the time our children are failing to understand what is a bearing. So the time easily we can show the bearings and how the bearings are acting in original. So those kind of images or those kind of 3Ds we can even create, okay, how the bearing is works. So it's easy for them now. Even this mold, that oil hole, that's another thing. Some students in that first drawing or in the textbook, we have the first drawing with an oil hole with this countersunk. So every time, most of them, at least half of them will do the next, always the wherever that oil hole is there, they will do only with countersunk because they knew only the countersunk in the textbook or in the classroom. So in the textbook, or sometimes you can find in the board examination, they were kind of the cylindrical, this kind of also there. So easily we can show them the difference between these two oil holes. So there are a lot of advantages when we start, using the SCADs kind of softwares in the class. And one of the other major problem with this understanding this kind of, the small details. So in the textbook also, they cannot easily understand this kind of small, that small 3 mm difference and all. They won't understand much. But when you show this, it is easy for them to get a clear idea about why there is a 3 mm, the distance from the base, or what is that each and every small details, elements of that, and even the sections are more clear now. So there is no limit in any way, any number you can take the copy. It's just it's not completely created. It's all just copied. I just made only one for this. From there, I just took the copy. It's like you just select and take a symbol, copy that code CO, that short key. Then you just drag it. And if you want to give, you can give a proper dimension. I just give a photo dimension because for me it is easy to do that next process easily because I know the dimension how much I changed. So that kind of level easily you can handle in the class without any confusions. So it's all like that, taking the copy from that one, and you can easily just do all these kind of number of kind of sections, a number of that it's. I'll do one sub kind of this section. See, that's the bush. So the bush part is section, and many of the time I have seen like the many of my students, they are forgetting while drawing the side view of the soil hole. So that kind of issues easily we can avoid because when you tell them there is an oil hole, in verbally they won't understand properly. So when you show them there is an oil hole, this is the hole is there on the top, then they will do properly without much error. So that kind of sections, it's only a subtraction. I'm just doing a subtraction from that first object and to the next object. It's just a block I kept on the size of that area. So it's subtracted. That's that view, the front view of that bush with section. So easily they can understand the section area because it's there in, I put in another color. So the remaining areas in yellow, or in the initial stage it was only yellow. So it's for them to easy to understand. And there are other options like the different views. So I'm just changing into, see, this is wireframe. So easily you can see all that lines and the view also. See, that part. You go to with some other, there are some options called hidden. It will be more clear. See, the section part. So that side is sectioned. So there will be only one line, that half line, which we sectioned. So the same way, you can easily show all the changes, see that color. So they will easily understand that part where it's sectioned or what will be there after the section, or without section, what will be the view of that object. So easily they can understand each and every bit of the object. See here, we don't need to tell them which area they really need to do focus on that sectioning, because it's very clear the section area is in the blue color, and here it is that whole part is not even cut. So those kind of details is easy. Some students by mistake they will do the section in the lower side also. So along with this kind of one demo, for them it is easy to understand, and for us also easy to show them. See, now there is no section, there is no blue color. So when you just move that into a 3D, it's easy for them to see that why it is not section, because there is a white space. The solid is not there. The solid is not here. So those kind of things they can easily understand from that. So that's the advantage of this kind of 3D models. So it's everything is clear for them. Without much effort, we can make them to understand. And these are the few examples, few samples which I used in last remote sessions. Okay. So here you can tell, you can ask them what is the advantage of this open bearing. It's easy to lift without much any problems, or remove and all. So those kind of things, they, without even telling the theory of that whole paragraph, instead of explaining that whole paragraph of the textbook, they will understand each and every small bit of the bearing. Otherwise, this outside, this kind of that trap, that kind of system of open bearing, that bush, it's for them it's too difficult to draw that front view and side view of the bush of open bearing, because it's not easy to get an idea about how this shape in the side view. So when you show this kind of small one demo, a kind of a small demo, it's for them to easy to draw the top view, how these lines are in this shape. So these are the many advantages are there when you use, because I experienced from this many last few years in my classes when I started using all this kind of 3D models. So that's the one big thing what I could experience in my class, that after I started using the change, that instead of verbal explanation, this kind of 3D models can help them to understand it. Then for you, if you want, it's all kind of not even it's all just copies. Okay, I don't think like a lot of effort is not required for the construct, because only you need one bearing, and you need one pulley, you need everything is like one copy. So the same can be transferred to here, same can be copied to here. This is kind of that's making that kind of mirroring. It's all those kind of adjustments, most of the words. It's all the repeated portions. So that's easy to create in the class itself. Most of the things I'm doing in the class itself, within 10, 15, 20 minutes, if you start using, you can do it slowly into that level. So for the children, it is easy to understand how the things are working, how that part is going to happen in the real situation. See, it's only this much is required to construct. So the actual thing is working. It's the core revolve. So when you construct the shape, so the shape will be there with the proper dimension with us in the textbook or in their question papers. So just we need to create that. After that, the tool is actually revolved. See, the part is okay. So about our axis is this, in this distance there is a click that part. See, now this level you can show like in the kind of proper animated level. So it's like for them also, they will get so easily that idea how that object or what's the shape, or in the cross sections what will be the shape. See, this much time only required. Once you have a 2D with you, to make that into a 3D, the time is only just few minutes or a few seconds. So just only you need to click and use it. So revolve, that's the tool. See, it's already done. If I actually had this kind of circles kept earlier, so I used to just generate from that circle a cylinder. That much only. And even this socket and spigot adjustment inside, even those things we have actually here because it was there part of the 2D. So you can see here the socket part. Socket and spigot both are there. Here the socket and spigot. So these small elements, making them to understand verbally, it is too difficult. That these small features. They will easily get an idea about that outside of the overview of the object, how the shape of the object, whether it is in a kind of circular or that shaft. Those things are easy to get to know from that pictures from the textbook. But this mold, that socket and spigot in that kind of shaft coupling, or I showed the previous the small keys, the keyways. Those kind of elements are. It's not that easy for them to get an idea. So through this, it's other very few. And again, this I just it's all like just you click and change the property. You can even go to with any kind of colors. So for the children, it's easy now to understand. This is that the A and that coupling B or that those kind of things easily we can explain into them. So I hope this part, the purpose, it's or that advantage is more clear with you all. And if you really want to know about very basics, I can explain the few basic tools. Okay, then what do you feel? And one of you can unmute.
Yeah, sir, please.
Sir, this
Because
is
today's
very good.
session, sir,
we are waiting for it.
see,
Yes, sir.
actually, I'm
We are
just trying
waiting.
to share, okay, some of my
Yeah.
experience. Anytime you can interfere with that, okay, no problem. Whatever you feel, if you want, you can ask, you can tell me to do, explain or something else more. So briefly, I will tell you how those kind of basic tools, you don't need to learn the software, the whole stuff. It's not required to do all this kind of things. So we need only very basic things. So one of the basic things when you open the software, we will get a kind of, okay, that's the interface. Like the grid view will be there. You can hide the grid over here. On the bottom it is there, that grid. So I'm just keeping that's in now it's in 2D. Okay, the software is in 2D. So first should make sure the view, because we are dealing with the 3D. We want to generate the 3D kind of things. Basically, this is the top view of the as per that website, software, it is the top view by default. The 2D plane which you are getting, that's the top view. So to change that into one of the front view, you can use a simple tool like -V. You type. I'm just doing it. There are tools on the ribbon on top, everything. But most of the things actually I was like doing from since last so many years. The better option you can follow with that keyboard shortcuts. So the advantage, any kind of AutoCAD version you can work. You don't need to worry about that interface change. Because I started around from 2002 version, the AutoCAD old, when I was in the old company, that time it was 2002, 3, that kind of versions. Later also there were a lot of changes in the interface, but we never experienced any problem because we were completely working with the keyboard shortcuts. So it's simple to use keyboard shortcuts anytime. So you have to only type -V to change the view of this 2D plane. So you can see over here on the top, it is written top 2D wireframe. So I'm just changing into -V and type F. Just simply type F and enter. So now it's a front view. So I'm just making a rectangle. Okay, that's a tool, REC. So I'm just drawing a rectangle now. This rectangle is in the top view, front view. And for your reference, I'm just making one in the, I change the view again into top. Okay. Are able to see both? The one which we created in the front, it's in vertical now. The one which we created in the top, you can see as in a like horizontal portion. So that's a change. In both of the cases, I just made a rectangle. According to the view, which look now, it's a rectangle. If you go to the top view, now here there is another rectangle. But in the actual surface in the 3D, you can see the both are in the different plane, and you can see in the left side also there is X, Y, Z. Okay, and the first tool, which easily you can make the solid, the one is called extrude. So only you need a shape. So when you make the shape, when you type ext, that's the first basic tool is required to make a 3D object. Ext, extrude. You can see now, you can give the dimensions. Okay, the next option is to give the height and all. So here the option you can see, fine, see, it's simple, just create, or you can give the dimensions. For us, there will be a dimension in the textbook. So it's not hard to give some kind of proper dimensions. It's simple, type. So the problem now, 3D is not completely visible. It's look like a 3D object, but it's completely, that wireframe, that only that outline are visible now. To change that view into the different views, it's like you can type VS, that's actually called a visual style. Then you type in the bracket, there are options, 2D wireframe, hidden, realistic. So type R. Then you can see that object in 3D, in the full solid. So that's the one view, that's called realistic. In this view only, as per the color, all those things will be visible. So if you use the VS in 2D wireframe, it will be the normal, which I showed the first one. Then the next is hidden. When you type that H in the same option, only you can see that outer lines. So for the children, it will be easy to get to know, that visible edges. What are the visible edges when you are in an isometric projection or in a 3D kind of, that projections in the front view, top view, in that orthographic projection of chapter in class 11. So it's easy for them to easily understand, especially in the time of our first term, those kind of questions. So this is one of the basic tools. These two you need required first initial stage to change the view. That is actually -V. You type T, you get the top view. When you change -V, after that you type F, enter, then you get the front view. And for the side view, you can use -V, type L, then you will get the left side. So the three sides are with these three. Only you need that -V, the view, changing the view of the. Because we cannot construct completely in the 3D. We have to draw the 2D shapes first. From there we are generating, because we cannot draw that out complete machine block of that thing with the tool directly. So you need to work with 2D first, then transform that into 3D. So that's the first one of the tool, that's called extrude. And the second one, I'm actually extruding the next one more second object, just changing the color. And the movement, see the problem when you move an object into 3D, you cannot completely predict where it is going on, which angle or those things. So always this kind of process, you can do it with 2D. So I'm just going and just, making that part. Even you can take the copy of that. Okay, two types or two ways I kept that object. Now we are going to subtract it. Or even from this itself, you can do it. You just take copy of that, one more piece. Okay. So here we are going to subtract. First, I'm going to subtract from that the two red part from the yellow. So here you'll get a hole in a rectangular hole, and here you'll get that kind of one shape, U shape. So the tool is subtract. The first one is extrude, and second one is subtract. Type SU. Click the first, the major object from where you want to subtract. Click that object first and enter. Click the second object, enter. Now you can see over here. It's that simple to make the objects. You don't need to think about what is that ultimate, the final object, and how we can. It's all this kind of small steps. At the last, you will get a complete object. So tools are very simple. You click subtract. So choose the object from where you want to subtract and enter, and the second object and enter. Now you can see it's according to your placement, where you place the object, on what kind, what type you kept. So it's according to that you will get the object. And here we are doing just opposite. I'm doing from like going to do with that red color first. I'm going to subtract from the red, and this works. See now. So You got an idea about that tool? The two, one is subtract and the one is extrude. These are the two. So with these two itself, we can do it many things. And the next one, again, I'm just moving into a front view and going to construct some kind of other complicated shapes. Okay, this is all like directly I did all the rectangles, but now slightly we are going to change with some small, a bit of different combinations. Only we need to create the shape. We need to work with the cross sections always. So this is one of the cross section, like that 1/2. Okay, that front view. You don't need the whole thing. And the problem now, when I do a rectangle, this was a complete object, a full object. A rectangle is a kind of single object. But here we constructed the shape as a combination of even. Let me try. I'm not completely sure it's completely possible. If possible, we will do it. Most probably we'll get it. There's the shape of an arc. Even we can add any kind of shapes. So there's the shape of that arc now. This all constructed with the lines and arcs and all other elements. It's not a single object. Even with this, you can do it. But the problem when you do or when you construct, I'll show you the difference, the slight difference in both. This both are rectangles. Okay. Now I'm just making that rectangle into a line. So this rectangle is now each part is a line. The first one is a single object. So if you do both object extrude, see the first one. First one is a complete solid object. But the second one, it was only lines, 4 lines. So the lines will be extruded. It's like kind of mesh. It's a net. Okay, that's the problem. So the problem with that, we cannot construct that solid objects with this, the shape which is created now, because it's all single lines. So we need to convert this into that single object. For that, we need a tool. We need a kind of options that's called boundary. So create this object into a boundary. Type BO and just enter, double enter, click once inside. And now you can see with one single click, you'll get the object. And for your reference, I'm just moving that boundary. Actually, it is created on the object. Our previous object will be here only. See, those things are there. Okay, so we created a boundary of an object. Now I'm going to use the tool revolve, the one which I use for that, making our that flange coupling, pulley. I just made the cross sections, and from there I developed all those. So this is the object. You choose the object and type revolve. It's like we learn that objects with revolution, that cylinder, cone, the same principle. So here you can click the 2 axis points, and we have to show that that angle, which angle, that angle, if it by default it is 360. If you give 180, the object will be developed into half of the portions. So each and every small elements will be there as per our construction. See that inside this part. And always it's depend on how we are choosing that axis. I'm just wait, I'll make one more copy. This time we will give some small difference from the base. Okay. The first one we will do with that object itself. Revolve, REV, that's the tool. See the first one. And second one, revolve, I'm going to choose this little away from the line. So you can see the difference in both object. The both object was same. When you constructed, the both cross sections are same. But here the difference where you choose that object base or the revolution. See, both are totally different in the sense how it is constructed. Here we have a hole because of that little away we choose that axis of revolution. So any kind, it's all our basics of that revolution which we use in pulley, grow in that kind of all the sessions, flange coupling and all. So that's the third tool. Okay, these three tools only required for you to construct any of the objects in 3D. Okay, there are many tools in 3D, but only these three tools, the one extrude, subtract, and this revolve. And the one more which usually we require for the class 11, it's a kind of, let me just show you one of the sample which I used in the class. Even 2D is possible, okay, because this was not required. These things we used to do it in that kind of, on the board. But now through the remote sections, through that online, I used to do it everything in this kind of, directly they will come to know how it is, like it's easy, like for them, I'll show you like how it is. We'll use a tool, SPL, then they'll come easily how we are joining, what points you have to join. Okay, so it's not hard to make. It's all like it's just extending, copying, all those kind of basic tools of 2D. For that, we need to know a little bit of 2D tools like draw and extend, modification, copy. It's copy and all. It's very simple. Like you need to only choose the object. So if I want copy of this entire object, only to select the object, and that's the short keys CO. Type CO and enter. You can copy it. So there is a copy of that. You want to rotate this entire object so easily. See, the thing is, this was the object. Okay. So take the copy of that and choose the object and you say tool, rotate, whatever the angle you keep will be rotated. And to extend from that, just draw. Now by default, it is set in that color. So that's the reason you're getting the same red color. Anytime you can change all the properties. So it's all that simple to work. Then, we have a problem within that board also to show them properly this kind of, proper without, that much error, proper shapes. It's not that easy anyway for me. I'm not a great artist to draw a proper ellipse in that on our whiteboard. So it's not easy for me definitely. So if somebody is all good in that, it's fine. Otherwise, for me, this was the one of the biggest hardest job to make a proper elliptical shape for them to understand without any error. So this kind of tools will help us to draw far better than that without, this is the most, precise one without any error in that. So these are one of the examples. Then actually I opened this for you to show that solids. I was doing somewhere, I saved it. Okay, I opened this file, it will be there. No, this is all in class. Okay, that's not, I'm just doing it all. Whenever it's required in the class, I will draw as per their required, as per their doubts. It's all created like that. So that's what I hadn't kept in anywhere properly stored. So I was just searching for the file. So this way you can just see that all the solids. In this, nothing is preset. This whole thing is developed during the class sessions. I actually started with only this, the basic solid shapes for them to understand. So from there, see that shape of frustum. So the frustum and all, how the frustum will look from the top view, or what is the shape of the frustum in the front view. Those kind of ideas students will get know so fast through this. So slowly during the class session, we will explain the one. Then the next question comes, if some of you, one or two kids will have some kind of doubts, then definitely I'll move into the next. Then from there, I'll move into the next. It's like that developed the whole, during one of the class sessions. It was developed. So here you need this kind of complete tools. This all like completely extrude and all this kind of, you draw the shape of polygon and extrude it. It's a kind like, that's a 2D tool, polygon. You can give the number of sides. I'm just giving 6 edges and hexagon, and the hexagon, it's constructed directly. It's extrude. But the problem, we cannot use the same extrude to create a pyramid. So pyramid shapes are different. Extrude will just lift the object in the same way. So here we need to use some kind of direct tools. So you can type pyramid in that itself. So in this key command bar, you can see the pyramid. So when you choose the pyramid, here the number of sides, you type S and give the value. Okay, again 6 sides. And again, we have to specifically give the dimension of the edge. So type E and give this object and just give the height. So that's the only thing extra you require. So now I think hardly 7 or 8 tools. With that 7-8 tools, we can do it each and every kind of things required in our classes. For that, you don't need to learn the whole software. We need to know only line. The line is there, or even you can type L. Okay, line. For the rectangle, REC. You can create rectangle. You need to follow, okay. And the one I want to tell you, like, you need to follow here in the bracket. Options are there. So install the software and try. If you have further any kind of difficulties, I will be always ready to help you. Okay. If any doubts, and you can even go through some of the tutorials in YouTube. And there are a lot of very good, beautiful tutorials, which they will teach you from the very basics, what is an AutoCAD, how to open, what to do. So within a short period, what I explained to you, those tools are enough. You don't require that whole software, what all the options available. It's not at all required in our class sessions. So with this very basic tools of three tools of that, kind of 3D, can make a lot of wonders in our classrooms. Even our workload will be too much less, not than that, to struggle to explain so many things. They will come to know very fast. The same way is possible. We can even, part of that, we can use that AutoCAD software, because that CollabCAD is so outdated. It's from 2016 to 6, somewhere they updated. After that, no updation at all. Recently also checked. I hope something will be new available now, but still it is very old, no change at all. So that is not using anywhere properly in the industry also. So this software is, at least they will help, this kind of things will help them in future, when they are in the college, when they are in the companies, then they work, they'll have a proper, better basic idea. And they can even build their own. Okay, for the part of our practicals, if you teach, and you teach these 2 or 3 basic tools in the class 11th during the practical sessions, so in the 12th standard, they themselves will create the 3D. So for them, it will be easy to understand. If they do develop the 3D and make that, they're so curious. I was even wondering when I started using this kind of demo in this class 11th first sessions. So even the girls, that we are not expecting much from the girls. Okay, this kind of curiosity. Even the girls, they want to know, sir, what you are doing, how you are doing, and show us and teach us that, that how you are making the 3D. Because during the class section, I used to give them to make with that paper, that chart paper kind of things in the class. If anybody is having a lot of problems, I'll take them, I'll use them to tell them to make a small paper and to cut that. So with that itself, most of the kind of orthography sessions, that chapter itself, I used to complete my development part. So the development chapter is not required to teach later for me, because during that section, most of the children will do at least 1 or 2 times all the basic geometric shapes with the paper. So like that, we can even reduce our part, cut short that extra efforts. And one of the suggestion from me, like our class 12 practicals. So what I used to do, like orthographic projection, that machine block, simple machine block orthography projections. Instead of giving all that blocks from the textbook, it is there already available in the textbook. So we don't need to give extra to them. So instead of giving that in the practice in the classroom or in that works, instead of that we can, even I used to give that 15 blocks. Instead of using the textbook content, I used to give the 15 blocks for them to make the simple machine blocks front view, top view, side view. So when they come to a 12th standard, for them nothing new. It's already they know what is the shape, what is the front view, top view, side view. You don't need to explain or struggle to make them to how you are finding that hidden parts, because they knew the shape, they have an idea, so they will construct very fast. So you don't need to tell them what to draw 45 degree line to develop it. So that development under within one example they will do 15. So like that we can make them to work completely comfortably, and even to reduce their effort to put a lot of things to make it into done. So this is so easy. Like instead of that one chapter, give the options or that examples and things in the classroom from the class 12 board examination practicals. So 12th standard, it's completely now free. The practical is almost 50% over. Then the development, when we are in the classroom with the solids, we can give them to make that objects in that are small, that cardboards. And with that itself, the development chapter will be almost over. So these are very simple, elements. Somewhere, okay, this all like some moment we are just learned this ways we can do it something in a moment. Okay, it was not kind of someone told. It's not that. It's all like in a classroom experience. When they start doing it, then slowly when that come to that same development chapter, they were like, sir, this we know it. We already learned. We don't know. We don't have to practice again because we have done it already in the chapter. So that moment only we are realizing, okay, that's done. Why should I teach again the same repeatedly? So this all that kind of experience. Because that some students will be so curious to do it, in advanced level. So we can cater the same way to the all the class in their class. And one more thing, I have a suggestions like we can use that classroom that kind of, instead of giving them directly from the textbooks, those especially in class 12, that will help them to do better. The practicals, all those kind of not practical kind of that especially isometric projections,
Sir,
all the
you
questions. Yes, ma'am. Priyanka, ma'am. So the thing is actually, suppose example in isometric projection, giving all the question answers, all the things from the textbook or any those kind of materials. This examples of the questions we can take from the previous year board examinations. So that will make them to work completely comfortable during the examination time, because they are already experienced, they already practiced with that same level of questions from the board examination. So I'm not giving anything from the textbook. I'm giving the questions from the previous year's last around 10 years paper. So the worksheets are prepared like that. And to make them, and usually the problem some of the kids, they will used to do from, looking into left and right, because they had an experience from class, small classes to till 10th standard, at least half of them. In my class, definitely I'm experiencing that. Half of them will have that kind of problems because they don't need to, they are not ready to think. They want to look left and right to make it fast. So that will not make any changes in their final examinations. So to improve the scores in that level, to make them work independently, what I used to give, like we have, I'll share that one of the, are you able to see a screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the first chapter. So the questions are from 2007 to 17 in the update later. But those kind of questions, around those 20 questions, 21 questions are there in that, from CBSE and outside CBSE, that like Delhi. So we have two kind of questions we'll get always from earlier, like Delhi questions and outside Delhi, two kind of questions. So from here, easily we can give all the questions, all the possible kind of inverted, that's all board questions. So instead of, giving them from the textbook, if you give from the textbook content, the problem they will so fast they will do because they know it, what is the answer. If you look once in the answer, you no need to think about the condition, what is inverted, or what is that, that surface is touching, what is that cross section part, those kind of, that ideas will not be generated in their mind. So they'll be, always depend with the textbook or other friends. So with this practice, they cannot easily find it from the textbook. So they really need to think and work from themselves. So that kind of initial stage develop kind of practice will help them to do better. So our work also will be less because they will work, they will think. Otherwise, they will always ask, sir, why it is inverted, why it is this, what is this. So instead of that, at least they will think and they will make answers. And this 20 questions, for me around 12 or 14 students only there in the school for EG. So what I used to do, like the first student, like in a row ways where they're sitting, the first student has to do the question number 1, and the second one has to do the question number 2. So if you would say like the whole entire class to do the one question, and the same problem that half of them will do with some kind of adjustment and they will also make. So if with this kind of practices like 1, 2, 3, at least all that 14 or 15 will think, they have to think and independently they have to work. So through those kind of small measurements, the class will be, kind of, more dynamic, and there will be, everyone will be in their work. You no need to struggle to control the class. Even if you are not even doing anything, simply sitting there also, they all will work because they are independently doing, because they don't need to talk to other person to get the answer. So those kind of, even any kind of doubts that will arise, otherwise they will look into someone else drawing and they will make it first. So if you give this kind of thing, definitely they'll ask doubts because there'll be doubts because they don't know some of them. So those kind of things easily we can understand through this kind of measurements. And even initial stage, I was even giving 4 sets. Okay, I'm not like in your class, your school number of students. At least you have more number. But even with my small number, I used to give 4 sets, 8 sets of papers, some examinations. So in that time also, they will be completely, they have to depend their own because there is no option to look into left or right. So those kind of small simple measurements will, make, or that kind of measurements made a lot big impact in the level of results in my case. Okay. And one major issue which I am still facing in my school or in the level of students, because they are in from the kind of, EG, most of them are choosing not that big percentage of where they are really, scoring hyper, they will choose some kind of, bio and the next level of students only we are getting into EG. And those kids are really struggling some moment with the other subjects. So their focus is completely on that. So making them into this kind of scoring class 95, 96 average, it is a big task, according to me. So that's my experience, because they are really focused on many other subjects. And our children are not even opening the book or any other thing related to EG from the home at all. And they are more focused on the tuitions in other subjects and all. But still, we could generate the results through this kind of small measurements. And one more thing I just want to tell you, like, about the space and time management. Some of the students are mainly facing some kind of issues with that. So slowly we have to make them understand. So for that, I used to do the kind of tool, kind of small trick, like it's that board examination, the marks. For example, if they have a mark for 7 marks for a question of isometric, so maximum time they should take only 15 minutes, not beyond that. That outer time is 15 minutes during the board exam, just double of that. So that's a main simple. If, for example, this assembly drawing, machine drawing part, it is 28 marks. So we can round it into 1 hour, not beyond that. So like that, if they can plan, so the whole 70 marks, maximum to an extent, 150 minutes. So total examination time is 180 minutes. If they are able to follow that, within 150 minutes, they can finish their exam. Okay. For example, if you are starting initial stage with an isometric scale, from there itself, isometric scale is a 4 marks question. So maximum time is 10 minutes, not beyond that. So in the initial, when we are teaching the class itself, we have to make them to finish isometric scale full mark answer within 10 minutes. That's the target. So if somebody is not reaching into that level, slowly, we need to identify those kids and make them to work properly and guide them properly. Make them to finish that isometric scale within 10 minutes, then the task is over. So like that, every step, if you are able to make them into comfortably in that level, so none of our students will not have any problem with not able with the time management. They all will be able to complete the questions within 2.5 hours, most of them. If somebody is a little slow also, or somebody is making some small errors, they can finish exam within 3 hours without much problems. Then they will get the time for rechecking. Most of our children are not even rechecking anything. So we need to, develop those kind of things. I'm experiencing in my school, those programs also. They're not even rechecking at all anything. So I used to do from class 11th to make them to recheck and recheck and recheck. Still they'll say like everything is fine. But when we check, there'll be mistakes. So those kind of problems are still it is there even if we are taking a lot of effort. But still those kind of small measures towards the end of the 12 board examination, they all will do better. Because we cannot make a lot of changes within 1 month, within 1 year, because they had almost 10 years other experience with some kind of, so from there the shift is too difficult. So we need to consistently work through during the class sessions. Then most of the things, everything we can finish during the class sessions itself. And now time is, I took more than 1 hour, I think. So one of you or some of you can share anything else or some other queries you can ask. It's all what I just feel to share with some of the good things which I am just, learned through these many years of EG classes. And sales are also suggested some project-based learning. So we can think about that, how it is possible in class 11th instead of disturbing class 12th. Sales, sir, you can unmute.
I just wanted to, discuss and try to create some open-ended projects which might interest the students as well as, support our topics in class 12. I'm not very, I don't have any much clue on it, but I want to do it. So if all of you here could pour in some thoughts to how we can create some things which will intrigue the students, will, as well as support our, subject matter in the next year. So in class 11, if we could, and with now with the portions down, I think we have some time where they can spend and if we leave it, then they will take the subject lightly as well. That thing also is there in my mind. So on the other hand, their interest is what is holding them back to our subject. As Sham sir rightly pointed out, they have pressures from every other subject, and only the interest that we generate in them will, help us keep them at least spend some time with our subject as well. So to generate that, we need to do something, and that something is what I want to discuss with everybody. If you could have some suggestions, Sham sir being in the field, if you could or anybody else as well, if you could suggest some things, it would be very nice to get the students involved.
We need to work from class 11th because they are completely new to the subjects. None of our students not knowing exactly what is the subject. When they come to the 11th, it is completely, for them it's new, each and everything what we tell about that line style, even that, that how still, some of them will write even still cursive in the paper in the initial stage. So those, it's completely new for them, the standards and all. So like the 12th standard, later things how we can implement in class 11th. That's what sir is asking or suggesting, that kind of ideas. All of you can try, think, and
yeah, maybe later as well, to keep this in your mind, and then if we could come up with something. And before that, about what we heard from sir, I think we should meet once more after we fiddle around with these things, and then maybe create some things while on the platform, which might be even better if we could do it along with you in real time. Maybe not in person, maybe the same platform, but in two devices. If we could work, it would be even good. the different types of recess, the sole plate of the bearings and all. It has been difficult to, explain it to the students. The general one, yeah, they get it, but then afterwards, when the different designs change, sometimes they get confused, and these things would be very helpful. And it's very simple as Sarah has shown. So I think we should sit together sometime, and then, first we should work on it alone, and then again sit together again. It would be better.
No, the
Just
thing we need to work. Then only we will understand that
exactly. First
how
we have
the
to
things works.
run around it, and then if we could meet again, you can take it as a suggestion, a request.
No, it's not a problem in future. Anyway, Amda ma'am. Hello, Amda ma'am. She's there.
Yeah.
Okay. So our group is still, it's not active. It's okay. Let it be, no problem. Don't disturb the people too much with messages. Okay. That also one request. In that group, something related to EG, some query related to EG, anyone can post. Okay. We will be glad to answer as much as I know. I'll be there. Some moment I was not there because I completely quit the WhatsApp for some time. Then again, I joined with the request with ma'am. So with that, we can have an interaction with some kind of small doubts. And if somebody is really needed, we can have a small short meetings in between if somebody is really needed. And we don't even think about whether all the people are free, or whoever is free can join for an half an hour in a month. So we can develop like a kind of community, because we are not so much very big community in this Doha. We have only this 10 people or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 only. So including ma'am says because it's 8 now. So anytime, it's not that hard for us to meet and to discuss something and develop something and share the things. So we need to really think in that level. So in that way, we will further focus more. And we will be there. I'll be there as long as I'm here. I'll be there even if I'm going to back also. I can join, no problem with that kind of thing. Support see if you are required. Okay. As much as I know some of the basic things and the tools, I'm ready to share, no problem with that.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you all hear me? Yeah,
No
sorry,
problem,
some
ma'am.
internet.
It's okay, we can understand.
There.
But you are
Yes,
living in a country where we launched 5G in the world first time, okay? And still
Oh,
you are
sir, I
facing.
don't know really. And it's happening
So,
only today.
this is a challenge for Ooredoo now.
Yeah, Ooredoo only. I don't know,
They are in the
sir.
trouble. They launched 5G in the world first time, and still from that, you are living in a community like from that you should get the first internet here. Upper gas people. You
Yeah.
are generating money for the country and you don't have an internet proper connection. That's too bad.
I don't know, sir. Actually,
It's
that's
okay,
why
man. Don't worry.
keep on switching
Just-
the devices. Now I joined from my phone. Okay, sir.
It's
Yeah,
okay,
sir,
ma'am.
let's we can work together and we'll do that. Whatever your idea is good one. So we can try. And Shyam sir, could you please share
Yes,
that AutoCAD video? It will be very useful to us so that we can practice and create more blogs when we are explaining
No,
to the
I'll share, ma'am.
students.
I'll share some of
Yeah.
one or two basic kind of YouTube videos.
Yeah, sir.
I'll explore some basic good videos and I'll share with that. And with that, you try. And that to download the software, we can download the student version. You don't need to do any kind of to buy the software for 1 year. It is completely free. So next
Okay,
version
sir.
comes in the next year. You download that also and install. That also again 1 year free. Like that I'm using. It's a student version. We can register
Yeah, sir.
with our school.
Okay,
Simply
fine.
register the school and you will get the version license. So that way we are using now. So you need to pay for that. And the best thing in that, it's easy for us to use and to explain in the class.
Yes,
Once
sir.
you start using, you will feel the difference in the class. That's what I can tell from my experience.
Yes.
So it's too hard to verbally to explain all this kind of features to them, especially when you know, like the socket and speak out in between the two couplings. That and all, it's too difficult to make them understand how that adjustment, because they only knew one kind of socket and speak out. So when you say socket and speak out, they will come with that kind of this bigger thing. So in between the coupling, where is the socket and speak out? It's too difficult for them to think. So they don't know actually. They never had
Yes,
such experience to see the machines than a car or a truck in the road. So that's the
Say
problem.
this, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Tell
ma'am.
me, sir, what we can do.
What we
From
can-
grade 11, from grade 11, we can start, right? Whatever
Exactly. We have to start now. See, the main issue is when students put their mind to the subject, they are getting it. The only problem is they don't get the time and space to actually spend time with the subject. And I feel personally what I'm trying to do is I try to get them the ownership of the learning. For example, any work or any worksheets or anything that we give, when we just give it, it is considered the last thing, last resort. They touch that. So whatever I give first, I take their input and only then give. Okay, so I want you to do this one assembly this week. When can you do it? Okay, today I'm going to give it. Take three days. No, sir, 4 days. Okay, 4 days. I have tuition this day. This day I will be able to manage this day. So if I set a date, okay, on 10th I want this. Maybe I will get only 10% or 15% of it. But once they give out the time, they own it and they say, okay, this is the time when we can do it. Whether we don't have to be behind them, they get it done. Consider even this holidays, whatever worksheet I gave. If I had just given it, they will not touch it. But I asked them, how much time will you be able to spend every alternate day? Some said 15, some said 20. Okay, I said, okay, I'll take 20 minutes. I calculated the overall time and gave the worksheet only for that time. So when this happens, subconsciously it is in their mind that, okay, we accepted this, we have to do it. So that way I am able to steal some of their time and space.
That's what you have to do it
So
properly.
we are finding it difficult from our end. even if they guarantee they will do in 1 week, only half of them turn out. So do you have any suggestion to alternate that?
No suggestion, ma'am. You have to behind them, like catch them on moment.
I just wanted to say this. Usually in grade 12, I have seen students doing it with some sense of responsibility. But when it comes to grade 11, they think like even if we don't study in grade 11, we can still study in grade 12. But that doesn't work with EG because it's one full course. And so in grade 11, I had to do this, which he need not. I just tell them that in the beginning, right in the beginning of the session, once we get to understand the students and they get to know us, and after that, we kind of discuss some levels of consequences. Like if a homework is given and if you don't meet the due date, then what do you want me to do? Because I cannot take it just like that. So I have to do something. So what do you think that I can do? So it's like they themselves pose punishments on them. They say like, we'll redo the question or we'll do it before that and we'll send it through WhatsApp or something like that. So for each section, it differs. So we will come to a conclusion of having 3 level of consequences of like getting low marks in a test or not completing the assignment on time. And if you go on, and sometimes I used to feel so bad on the level of consequences they put on themselves. I used to feel like, oh, not that much, get your level a bit down. So it's like they committed and they know if they don't do, then they have to do this. It's not like we impose a punishment emotionally on that time and we kind of threaten them. They know if they don't do, then they have to do this. So if they don't have the time to do all those consequences, then they have to do it now itself. And moreover, asking them to set their own deadline and also asking them to set their own consequences will make them stay in control, take their stand to complete their work.
The only way is this is post and pre is to somehow to generate the interest and as sir has shown, to get them involved and curious. So that is the pre thing, and then the post thing is the consequence, and then get them the ownership. This way we can get them involved and in touch with us and with the subject. So.
The problem, many subjects, if example, physics, chemistry, math and all, they are one or another way they need to learn, because one thing they have a lot more to learn. And the second thing, for related to JEE, for related to some other kind of, that examinations, they really need to learn a lot, and parents also will send for them for that kind of tuitions and all those things. So even with some kind of, force they have to learn. So they are doing every day. But for AG and some kind of English, the problem with us, like, this is not coming anywhere in that kind of competitive exams. It's not coming under any kind of that pressure. So only from ourselves, the teacher only there to remind about AG. Other than that, AG is not there anywhere in this, that the structure of forming as a subject. So that's the main thing we are, they are taking it in a lighter way. It's okay. And for them also, it's like, while they do the question from the textbook, that's what I suggested not to give from the textbook. Because when they read the question from the textbook, looking into an answer, with one single look or a second itself, they'll get to know the answer. It's easy to just recreate it. But if you give something new, definitely they have to think. They have to put their own brain into that. Then definitely there will be kind of problems, challenges, mistakes, errors. So as to tell them, okay, whatever you make mistake, you make now in the class, no problem. If you make 100 times, you make 10 times the mistake. But later you will learn properly yourself. So that way only we can make them to learn properly. Then once they start using their own brain, then that interest will be there with them to do further. Instead of seriously, I'm not completely sure about how you are experiencing that. If you give a question from the textbook, they will do it properly without any error. But the problem next time when you slightly change the a small condition, that perpendicular to HP and to make into perpendicular to VP or something like that, then they are stuck. Or sometimes they'll make errors. They'll do the previous question. So those kind of things can be completely avoided with the small practice of giving question papers of past years in the classroom itself. Then the revision time also, it will be easy for us to revise it, because by the time they will come to know all the kind of difficult levels, all the kind of challenges in the examination, because they practice with those kind of questions. That's the one easy way we can manage this kind of problems in the class. They really will work. Like, you don't need to put them into always in that kind of shouting in the class, and they will be in that track slowly. But it's a gradual change. I could see that changes towards that 11th standard. There will be a lot of changes when they are in the first time in the class 11th. After a few months of this 7-8 months, when they come to class 12, they all will be almost be ready for us to do anything. So we need to make them into that level, because other subjects they had a background, they had a basics, but in this they don't know anything. Even I'm getting a kind of students, when they come, they don't know how to draw a proper circle. For a circle, they will struggle, really will struggle 90% to make a proper circle. Or even a line, someone will be so, it's difficult for them to draw a line. So those kind of students, we have to make them for scoring 95 or towards the 100 in the 12th board examination. It's not a simple task. But through that kind of works, we can do that. And most of us are almost succeeded in that. So with some kind of small measurements, we can still continue that efforts.
So
what's your experience in last 6 years in Ideal?
No, actually, this AutoCAD is really, this session is really wonderful, and it will really, I have never thought like we can do all that with AutoCAD. So I think so, sir, we can, in the meanwhile, we all can individually study, and if we have any doubts, we can have one more Zoom session, because if we study, obviously we'll get some doubts, and you are so much experience in AutoCAD. So it is just my suggestion, like you give us some time, let us all study individually, and then one day we can come together and we can just discuss the doubts. Because all the time I'm struggling with the models. Last year also I struggled too much. I went to India. There I asked for the models and all. I ordered also some models on Amazon and all, but they are not that much accurate, and the best worst part is we cannot show the sectioning. If we get the model also, it is not sectioned. So I think so your AutoCAD is the best suggestion. So sir, give us some time so that we can practice, and then we can come again and discuss the doubts. Because I think so if we do, we will face some problems.
Because I'm now managing because of the
yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
It would be
Yes,
very difficult.
Ma'am, I was asking from where did you order those models and all, because I
actually Amazon. I did not find so many. I found that socket and spigot. I found even sleeve and quarter was there, but ma'am, they are not that much good, and they were costly also. And the sectioning and all, it is again not possible to show. So I don't think so. It is I think so. AutoCAD is the best option, like what sir showed, no, from each and every angle. And now it
Ma'am,
is not
can we
possible
have-
because next year only I think so we can go to India, and all this
Yeah.
online order is not possible here. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can we have molds of those things? So we can fill modeling clay inside and get the the shape. Is it is it possible?
No, we have to,
Just
all
a
of these,
suggestion.
we have to make actually. There is no other go, nothing available ready.
Casting we have to do. Yeah, okay.
No, the very well experienced
Yeah,
person is
Sedhu,
Sir.
Sedhu sir is expert in this.
Nothing.
Past
I
No,
three,
think
no,
4
no.
years,
We have to,
past
we
3,
have to
4
sit with
years,
them.
I am asking him from where. Give me the address.
You have to go to the shop, sit with the guy who is making,
Exactly.
and let him to
Sir
make
Because
made
the
even if
itself,
we
right?
give them, they will not. We have to.
Yeah.
I literally had
Sit
to
with
sit
them.
with
Sit
them
there.
from morning till evening for 10 days to get
That
all
is
these
correct.
models
When
done.
he comes home, he will have all the things sorted out and close to all the
Because I used to sit there with them because they don't agree to work with wood
Yes.
because these machineries will get clogged with the wood dust, sawdust. So we literally have to. I was fortunate
Cooking
now
for 10 days.
people don't agree. Because they, after finishing our work, they have to dismantle everything, clean, and only then they can work with metal after. So people generally don't agree, and even if they do, they are. We have to sit with them, otherwise it doesn't work. At least
So
10
late
days.
shops.
Yeah, late shops.
And all this is not possible in Doha, sir. For
No,
this,
no,
we
no,
have to
it's
go to
here.
India.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
1 year we have to again wait. So I think
Ma'am,
so
here
best
even
platform is AutoCAD.
here it
That
is
is
possible with
really,
AutoCAD. It's more conveniently.
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
that is really, we can show the sectioning from any part, like, and that 360-degree rotation. I really liked it, sir. It's wonderful session,
The
sir.
thing actually, you can even class 11th if you teach the very basics. If you are
And your idea of giving those 15 blocks for the 11th standard, that is also good, sir. In AutoCAD, they can just practice all those. Now it is reduced to 10. So 10 blocks they can practice in AutoCAD, and when they come to 12
even the
means they will have
15 they do it in class 11th. In 12th standard, your practical part is almost
really.
50% or 60% is over. You don't need to focus on practical so much in 12th standard. That huge chunk of time you can serve with that itself, with one chapter of 11th standard.
Yeah, so that is also very good, sir. For 11 practical.
And this year it is not there, our development, but if development chapter is there or not, but still along with that projections, orthographic projection solids, you can teach them the development part of that solids.
Sir,
So
same
But we
way,
have in
Sham sir.
practical. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. Please tell.
No, ma'am. No, sir. Even I am also actually, doing same way only. Grade 11 itself, I asked them to make the block so that the development of surface already over the chapter for me. Later on only I came to know that it is, deleted from the CBSE. And
That's okay,
one more,
ma'am.
yeah. And one more thing, actually, based on whatever they are learning in EG, we ask the students to make one nice project, sir. I hope Sedhu sir and Seena ma'am and Shyam sir know very well about
Nice one.
this. Yeah. So they are very comfortable. So grade 11 will go like this, and only 7 blocks I used to give. From grade 12, 7 blocks modularly I asked them to make it in grade 11.
That also possible. I saw it, ma'am, there in Alcor. But for other schools, it's not that easy because your school is in a community. They are ready to work and come and join, and together they can do something. But our children are from totally different situation. Most of the school EG hours, they are not in the EG track at all. They are in some other ways. They are in tuitions. They are in so many busy schedules. So that's what we have.
Sir, actually, my students, like Seena ma'am, she shared actually last time when she came as an external examiner, so many projects they have done. Isn't it, ma'am? She's calmly sitting and listening what we are actually discussing.
Totally
We have
different.
we have to hear from her side.
Yeah, actually, I
Even
don't
if you say
have.
them to buy something, also they will think how much they have to spend. That's the first question.
Luckily, our students are coming up with good ideas based on this. For the projects, they are very good, very much interested. So we are lucky from that end. That is why we were able to come out with such good, wonderful exhibition.
So just a reminder for every one of you, now the time is 10:40. The time was allotted for me is 10:30.
And so one more thing I'd like to ask. So in grade 11, what are you planning to do in the practical session? since the development part is not there, do you have any suggestion regarding that?
No, ma'am.
But
Grade
we
11
have,
we don't.
ma'am, sectioning and everything for practicals. It is there, no section.
Yes.
No, sectioning also, actually now.
And every
since the-
prism pyramid, everything is there, ma'am. In practicals, everything is
Yeah,
covered
and
from
only the
development.
practicals is there. Only the theory part of
Only the drawing is
chapter
not
Only
there.
that part
Okay,
only removed.
so we can stick
Need
on
not,
with the, stick
Yeah,
on
yeah,
with
yeah.
the same thing. Okay.
No,
11
only
don't
10
worry, ma'am. You
practicals
go
we can
ahead.
select. Yeah.
11 is not a problem for us now. Okay, then thank you all of you, because I have to switch this into the bio section now. The second bio session is on the same platform. So I have to stop this and only
Okay,
we can start the next session.
Sir, thank you, sir, for this wonderful session. It was really
Really
useful.
great.
It was very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you,
All
sir.
of you.
It's really interesting. Thank you so much.
Keep in touch and you all will start
Yeah,
exploring the
sure,
CAD
sure.
and further.
We should
and
have
we'll some
meeting
more
quite
sessions.
often. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, all of you. Thank you so much.
Okay,
I'm
sir.
just ending the
Thank you, sir.
meeting.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Bye.